It all began with a reckless idea. Anna, frustrated by her parents' endless attempts to set her up with wealthy suitors, decided to take matters into her own hands. She wanted to send them a message. Money wasn't everything. To make her point, she impulsively offered $1,000 to anyone willing to spend the evening with her. The response wasn't what she expected. Among the small crowd that heard her offer, a scruffy, disheveled man raised his hand first. He declared his interest, but when Anna teased him about needing the money, his response surprised her. He didn't want the money. Confused but intrigued, Anna pressed him further, even increasing the amount to $3,000. Still, the man refused. Instead, he suggested she give the money to someone who truly needed it, offering to accompany her for free. His calm demeanor and refusal to be bought piqued her curiosity. Against her better judgment, she invited him into her car. As they drove, she found herself wondering about him. There was something strange about his behavior, unusual for someone she assumed was homeless. His honesty was disarming, and she couldn't quite place why his presence unsettled her. Once they arrived at her apartment, Anna handed him clean clothes and directed him to the shower. While he cleaned up, her best friend Claire dropped by. When Claire saw the man's belongings, she was stunned. Anna explained her plan to bring this bum to her parents' dinner as a way of rejecting their obsession with wealth. Claire laughed at the audacity of it, but warned her not to get too caught up in her scheme. When the man, who had introduced himself as Nicholas, emerged from the shower, Anna and Claire were stunned. Cleaned up, Nicholas looked nothing like the disheveled figure they had seen earlier. His striking features and composed demeanor left them both momentarily speechless. Claire teased Anna about the possibility of falling for him, but Anna brushed it off. Yet, even as she dismissed the idea, a strange curiosity lingered. There was more to Nicholas than he let on, and Anna couldn't ignore it. The night of the dinner arrived, and Anna brought Nicholas to meet her parents. As expected, their reaction was one of thinly veiled disapproval. Her father, in particular, seemed irritated by the presence of someone he assumed was beneath their status. When pressed for details about Nicholas, Anna confidently explained that he wasn't like the wealthy suitors her parents always chose for her. He didn't care about money, she said, and that was precisely why she had brought him. Her father, skeptical, remained cold. The dinner took an unexpected turn when a family acquaintance, Mr. Harrington, arrived. The moment he saw Nicholas, his expression shifted to one of shock and discomfort. He fumbled over his words, clearly recognizing him, though he refused to admit it. Nicholas, however, remained calm and polite, simply suggesting to Anna that they leave. Outside, Anna couldn't contain her questions. She demanded to know how Mr. Harrington knew Nicholas and who he really was. After a long pause, Nicholas finally revealed the truth. He wasn't an ordinary man, but Nicholas Flamel, a former millionaire who had given away his entire fortune to charity. Disillusioned by the greed and insincerity that surrounded him, he had chosen to live without money, hoping to find authenticity in people. Anna was stunned. She had heard of Nicholas Flamel, the man who had walked away from unimaginable wealth, but never imagined meeting him, let alone in these circumstances. She asked why he had agreed to her strange offer, and he explained that her determination to defy her parents' obsession with wealth had caught his attention. For Nicholas, this encounter had proven something he had long suspected. There were still people who valued love, integrity, and authenticity over money. From that evening on, Anna's plan to teach her parents a lesson took on a deeper meaning. Her partnership with Nicholas, initially just a ploy, began to transform into something real. For the first time in her life, Anna felt she had found someone who saw the world as she did. Nicholas, too, found a sense of peace he hadn't known before. He had spent years hiding from his past, but with Anna, he realized he could finally start living his own life, one where love mattered more than wealth. Together, they discovered that the truest riches were found not in money, but in the connections and feelings that made life worth living.